Hello, everyone. The subject of this lesson is recycled language. And recycled language is a principle that you can use to eliminate many wrong answer choices on the reading and writing portion of the SAT. So let's dive right in. As we've discussed, there are many different kinds of questions on the SAT reading and writing section. There are many question types and subtypes. There's purpose questions, there's word and context questions, command of evidence questions, inference questions. It's a long list. But what you will notice is that regardless of the question type or subtype, a lot of the correct answers and a lot of the wrong answers carry a lot of the same attributes. And one common characteristic of incorrect answer choices is recycled language. Now, what we mean by recycled language is answer choices that use key terms and key ideas from the text, but use them improperly. That's where that idea of recycled language comes in, right? There are terms that you remember reading from the passage because they're important parts of the passage. However, if you read the answer choice carefully, you may notice that that particular answer choice actually mischaracterizes or uses those terms improperly. That's recycled language. So let's use this question here to illustrate. The field of study called affective neuroscience seeks instinctive, physiological causes for feelings such as pleasure or displeasure. Because these sensations are linked to a chemical component, for example, the release of the neurotransmitter dopamine in the brain when one receives or expects a reward, they can be said to have a partly physiological basis. These processes have been described in mammals, but Jinan Huang and his colleagues have recently observed that some behaviors of honeybees, such as foraging, are also motivated by a dopamine signaling process. Now, if it would be beneficial to you, feel free to pause the video now and study the text a little bit closer before we move on. So I'm going to jump straight to answer choice D. And that's because choice D is a great example of recycled language. Choice D reads, it presents research showing that certain insects and mammals behave similarly when there is a possibility of reward for their actions. So this is a purpose question. We're being asked to identify the main purpose of the text. We need to choose if D is an accurate characterization of the text. Now, the choice D contains many keywords that you probably remember reading from the passage. Two that stand out are behave and reward. Both of these are fairly important key terms from the passage. However, if we read carefully, we'll notice that these terms are not quite used correctly. So there actually is no discussion in the text about any similarity in the behavior of insects and mammals. The passage states that both insects and mammals appear to have a dopamine pathway in the brain. Okay. We see that dopamine is released in mammals when there is an expectation of reward. We also have some discussion of a dopamine-based signaling process that occurs in insects, but that's as far as the text goes. We have a suggestion, a strong suggestion, that the same pathway and neurochemical process exists in the brains of both mammals and insects, but we have no direct discussion of any similarity in behavior. That's a problem. And the same holds true for this concept of reward. We have some, and a pretty strong implication, that expectation of reward and dopamine-based signaling is associated with foraging in insects, and specifically honeybees. But we actually have no discussion of any like behavior in humans. We do not know how humans behave when they expect a reward. We only know that there's a dopamine process in the brain that's associated with this expectation. So again, no direct discussion of the behavior of humans, and also no comparison between the behavior of insects and humans when there is reward expectation. If we look at choice B, there are some key terms that are discussed in this passage. Feeling is an important term. We have feeling, the word feeling is used in the topic sentence because it's the subject of affective neuroscience. However, this answer is flawed for a number of reasons. For one, the passage is not only about insects, it's about both mammals and insects. And there's also no direct discussion of how insects express how they are feeling. And choice A is wrong, and perhaps more obviously wrong. And the reason for this is that there's no direct mention of an experimental method. There's a mention of a study and an observation made by Jinan Huang and his colleagues. However, there's no experimental method discussed here. So A and B are arguably more flawed than D. We'll notice that C is the correct answer choice. This passage summarizes a finding suggesting that some mechanisms in the brains of certain insects resemble mechanisms in mammalian brains. And that's pointing to that idea that this dopamine pathway operates in both mammals and insects. So as we can see, D is a great example of recycled language. It uses key terms from the passage. We highlighted behave and reward. It also mentions both insects and mammals. However, if we read closely, we can see that these terms are not described properly by this answer choice. It takes some careful analysis. However, choice C is clearly the correct option. So take a moment to review, and best of luck with your study.